Welcome back, my powerful MBP family. Welcome back to another video. This is your girl Miss Bev, and today it's just one of those days. A day very bleaky outside. We had rain early this morning and we had thunder a few minutes ago, very cloudy. So I know we're expecting more rain, they said, for today. But today I also am grateful. I will do another video soon, or you can check the community page. I posted something, will pop up in a few, because the results for the, I know a lot of you are waiting, when are the scholarship funds going to be distributed? When are the scholarship funds going to be distributed? I will let you know that the results came back and we have 10 successful students. I was in conversation with Kayla's teacher because the principal did reach out on Friday. She said the scores came back on Friday. The results came in on Friday. We know she's a Sabbath keeper, so nothing was going to get done. But she did reach out and said that today she would have let me get the results, let me get the names of the students who are qualified for a portion of what you guys donated. Again, let me use this medium to say thank you. My video today is going to be talking about $500,000 for eye surgery. Now he's gone. I just want to do that video, and then, because we talk until we're blue, and if people don't see that it is of importance, then nothing gets done. So we have 10 successful students who have, and then we have 2 top math students who will get an additional amount, an additional 15,000 each towards their book allowances and whatever else they need. We know that the book list that the kids for high school, starting high school, can run to 30,000 or more. My godson's mother, she did share with me that is what she paid last year when he passed for high school. The lady who comes in as well and do her hair and helps with the cleaning up, she said too, with her twin daughters, it was so much that she couldn't afford to buy separate books for them. She bought all the workbooks, but she only bought one set of textbooks because she just couldn't afford it. And so the kids will share the books and they get work done in the workbooks. So I'll do another video tomorrow when I go down to do the vouchers. They're working on the names of the students right now. And if we remember, you'll see it on the post over on the community page that we had that parent that we had earmarked 30,000 for. When I had a deeper conversation, I heard that the little one who is in the 3rd grade, he's really, really doing well. So I added another 10,000. Remember, Kopi should have gotten that funds because she owed him for transportation. He opted to donate that money to her. So I added the 10,000 to it, and so she'll get 40,000. Everything is in a voucher, guys. Nobody's getting cash. Everything will be in a voucher, and I'll take you with me when I go down to the bookstore to get the vouchers, so that we'll see that your monies were not given in vain. Your monies that you contributed is blessing more than 10 students. So I thank you again for all of you who donated. If you look in the community page from time to time, I posted the names. Nobody else had come on board. We didn't get any new funding, and so the funding stays the same. Those of you who gave through the GoFundMe, again, remember, CashApp takes a fee. So even if you sent me $30, I didn't get 30, but it's okay. I just left the amounts the way you sent it. If you sent to GoFundMe, everything GoFundMe. If you sent me $27, I only got $25. GoFundMe takes a fee in order to collect that funds, that money, and to transfer it to my account. So all the monies that were donated, unless, let me see, unless you sent it through PayPal directly to my bank, all of them, I had to pay a fee on them. So I didn't get the exact amount that you sent, but I still give you credit for what you sent. So with that said, I guess tomorrow, God's willing, there will be another video to highlight that part of it. I did put all your names in my own handwriting. I did a nice breakdown of the monies, so you'll see this on the community page, all of you who donated and the amount you donated, and then on this page shows the breakdown of what the lady will get and what the students will get, and that's what the vouchers will be looking like. So it's all there on the community page for your eyes. But today, guys, I want to talk about our friend who paid $500,000 to do his eye surgery in Kingston, and now he's gone. Never returned home alive. So, who is vetting our doctors? Who is vetting our doctors? So they paid this $500,000, $500,000 Jamaican dollars, people, for what was supposed to be a routine eye surgery in Kingston. But he never made it home alive. His final words were, "Me no feel good." And just like that, a life was lost, a family broken, a community shaken. If you look in I was talking with Terry, and you all know Terry, and she's now the Potter's House. So if you haven't subscribed to her channel, she has a channel now. Please go over to. You'll see her commenting in on the post that in there at the Potter's House, I think it is. Go over and show her some love, please. She said when she heard, she just bust out crying. She was in a restaurant eating, and she said when she heard, she just bust out crying. It's not that people are better than death, you know. It's the suddenness of it. It is the suddenness of it. It is, you know, it's just with my mom when she went and you know, she didn't have any ailments, like she didn't have anything going on in her system to say, well, okay, we expect her to go in a minute now. She was up doing her thing still, you know. And even the Saturday when she passed away, up talking to everybody, making jokes, having a good time, until the doctors went in the room and tried to force the darn tube down her throat. It seems like she was fighting because they didn't allow anyone in the room with her when they were supposed to talk to somebody before they go in, and they chose to go in on their own. And the worst thing, the most disrespectful thing, is when a doctor walks up to you and says they don't know what happened. They're with the patient. They're with our mom. They're the ones in the room. And they brought her up to ICU and knew that they messed her up from she was down there. But they brought her up, and as soon as they walked away, they coded her. And they went there, whatever they did, and they walked away again, and they coded again, and she was gone. Just like that. Gone. So things like those get under my skin, you know? Because if the person is sick or they're old, you say, well, you know, they've done well, da da da. But so when people are just taken from you suddenly, when they're in a space where they're supposed to get care and to come home, and these things happen, it really hits you hard. And so it's not just a story. This is not just a story. It's about one man. This is a story of not just one man or my mom, but it's a story about many across Jamaica, across the region, and around the world. We're witnessing an increase in medical negligence, poor communication, and sometimes deadly incompetence. That's the problem, you know. And I said it in other videos where when people don't know what they're doing, that's how they create a bigger problem. And a lot of them, they don't ask questions. If they're tired and cannot carry out the duty, then tell somebody they're tired. Get some rest and reach out to the family, let the family come babysit. And reach out and say, you know what, I don't think I'm ready for this. Let me get some rest and come back. It's just like people driving. And the eyes are closing, but they're still going. Not understanding that when they keep going, any little mistake made, any crossing off that white line in the roadway can become devastating for many. Many don't take the opportunity, they don't think. They're just pushing on, I'm gonna get on. No, if you feel tired, if your body is shutting down, there's no shame in pulling over in a safe space and just rest for a moment. Just rest. Sometimes we push. The hospitals are the same thing. People are saying, yeah, they're overworked, they're underpaid. You knew that before you went in. It's just like in teaching, we go in, we know how tough it is. We know how disrespectful the kids are. We know how overwhelming administration is. We know how much education has changed from just teaching to paperwork. The demand for all this paperwork. But we're getting there anyway, so we get in, don't complain. Get in there and just do the best you can do. Balance things the way you can and just try to get through. So when we go to our doctors, we trust them with our lives, right? We pay for that trust with our hard-earned savings. Sometimes we don't have it. We have to beg people to make it up. We go into them with faith, hoping. When I did my knee surgery, I remembered I said to the doctor, I said, I trust you to take care of me. I trust you to take care of me. And so when I woke up, I was still walking. When I woke up, I was okay, except for the pain, from the surgery. So we pay for these trusts when we go to these people who said, yeah, you need to have a surgery done, and we're going to set it up for such and such a time, and whatever. When you lay down and that thing, and you go in to the operating room, you're going in, trusting them. After you pay them the last penny you had, $500,000. And we go in with faith, and we go in, trusting them with our lives. And so now the question is, who is holding them accountable? Who is vetting the doctors that are allowed to practice on our bodies? Who is making sure that these people are qualified? Who is making sure that when they go in and there are issues, that their names are published so people know what is expected, know that they have done 10 surgeries and they lost 2 people. So when you are choosing your doctor, you can look up, you can see, all right, he only lost 2 out of 10. So it's up to me to trust him or not trust him or her. But who is holding them accountable? Who is vetting the doctors that are allowed to practice in these countries, in our country, Jamaica and our island? Shouldn't we know which hospitals have had repeat complaints? Shouldn't people have access to that information? Shouldn't we know if a surgeon has had disciplinary actions? Well, in Jamaica, I doubt there are disciplinary actions. Shouldn't we as citizens, as patients, as human beings, have the right to transparency before these tragedies? Oh, if only somebody could just have a heart, because it's not their families that are being affected. Because when they get sick, they fly out and they go to the best. They're not using the people in the local Jamaica to do their service. They get to fly out. But then the rest who can't afford to fly out, who has to save up and do without in order to find these huge amounts of money for surgeries. $500,000 to do the surgery on one eye. One eye. So guys, listen, many doctors are dedicated. I'm not saying all of them are quacks. I'm not saying that. Many work long hours, often in broken systems under immense pressure. But that cannot be an excuse for carelessness, you know. We must separate the committed from the careless, the competent from the compromised. Because when a man walks into a hospital with hope, he should not leave in a body bag. Not after paying $500,000, sometimes more. Not after putting his or her trust in a system that failed him. So what can we do? Is there anything we can do? We must demand better vetting and public disclosure. We must support families who speak out after loss. We must encourage oversight boards to publish safety records. And we must break the silence around medical malpractice. It's too much. We can't wait for it to happen to us before we make noise. So to the family, to our friend, our church brother, our friend, my brothers, friends, family, we see you guys, we see you, and we mourn with you, and we fight in honor of the life that was taken too soon, way too soon. Taken way too soon. That was a shocker. Way too soon. And an eye surgery. Not an open heart surgery. An eye surgery. So I'm just saying, let's lift each other up, no matter what, no matter how. Let us just lift one another up, because, guys, I'm telling you, it's tough. It is tough. And if you should sit down, and if I had the means to go around and listen to other stories and other stories and other stories, I'm not saying that there are not good stories, but there are too many bad stories. But we continue to pray, and we continue to hope, yes? And we continue to just do what we can, when we can, how we can. And just stay hopeful, believing that one day things will change for the better. Years ago, I remembered Granny never slept a night in a hospital. Those old people, they boil bushes and they do different things, and, you know, they try to live right, you know, never drink, never smoked. They try hard to do the right things. And I'm not saying the people who have been hurt so much, every time you turn around. This one, I remembered when a person, she needed to have a surgery, and they wouldn't touch her until she came up with the money. So I'm shocked that there are no payment plans there. You know, things are the way it is. That we take oath. We take these oaths, but the oaths mean absolutely nothing. And she died, young, beautiful girl. Died in her 30s. Died. Let us just continue to pray and hope and trust. Because we can't give up, because we have to have hope and to go on. And when the shocks come, we say, Lord, you know the reason why. You know the reason why. And so we can continue onwards and upwards always. Take care, my MVP family. Love, love, love to all of you. Thank you for your support. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos and share them out, my people. And please watch the ads. Please watch the ads as much as you can. I know nowadays they're placing these long ads on the videos. And as I said, just take your bathroom break then. And, you know, as I said, my videos so far, there's nothing to really see. It's just listening videos. So you can put it up there, turn up the TV, do what you're doing as you listen, and so the ads could just play out as you wait to continue listening. Take care, my people, with love and much blessings always.